You never forget how to ride a bike. And while that's true, it can be quite daunting picking up cycling as a hobby for the first time. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a family member or friend, like I did, I have the old man guiding me along the way, there are a lot of finer details we need to pick up and that you necessarily won't come across in a blog or in another YouTube video. And the thing is, if you don't know these details, you'll be in situations where things become a little bit awkward. You're not quite sure what to do next. So in this video, I wanted to walk you through 9 bits of advice for the new cyclist. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, I'm an experienced rider, I don't need these tips at all, I think you might learn a thing or two from 1 or 2 bits of advice. So listen out. We as cyclists tend to get caught up on the outcome, where we're thinking, hey, we've got to increase our average speed, we've got to keep up with the bunch, we've got to beat our time up the local climb. But the thing is, sometimes it's good to take a step back and just reflect and enjoy the process of just simply striving to improve. And what I mean by this is focusing on the habits that lead you to becoming a fitter and faster bike rider. So that could be, really enjoying the number of workouts you hit per week. So sometimes you hit in 2 to 3 and you're maintaining that week in, week out. Or you're increasing your sleep quality, or really keeping your easy stuff easy and your hard stuff hard. There's a great saying, comparison is the thief of joy, and it's something we get hooked up on all the time. We need to remember, when comparing ourselves to other people, we don't truly understand their circumstances. So why do we put ourselves through this negative experience? Now, I get some comparison is good if it motivates you the right way, and it's all around us in this day and age with the likes of Strava and social media. But the thing to remember here is that you want to be focusing on yourself. By doing this, it ensures you stay motivated and happy. What you wear on the bike is going to affect your riding experience. So whether that's in the winter months or summer months, it's important to have the right clothing on. There is one golden rule that every new cyclist should apply. And that is no underwear underneath your shorts. It's just a big no-no. So when it comes to the shorts, it's no underwear and you're looking for padded shorts. And in an ideal world, and if your budget can stretch to it, you're looking for braces, and it just makes the riding experience so much more comfortable. Cycling is more than just trying to improve your threshold or your average speed. Cycling is like a puzzle. There are many pieces you need to put together to gain the full picture. So be open to absorbing this new information. There's lots of great people in this sport who are willing to support you in your journey. However, do a bit of trial and error. Find what works for you. And this sort of relates back to my comparison point. It's all about focusing on the things that help move the needle for yourself. Being part of a local cycling group or club is a great way to make new friends, and it's a sure thing to help you become stronger on the bike. Meeting these new people will help open new ideas and experiences that you may have not experienced otherwise. And the thing is, by leaning on people who are a few steps ahead of you, especially around different experiences, is the fastest way you can improve on the bike. I think the greatest skill any cyclist can have is being able to listen to their body. And there's a great saying I share with a number of spoked riders, and that is, when there is any doubt, there is no doubt. And what I mean by this is, when we have this little voice and on our shoulder telling us, hey, we should be doing this, or you need to be riding a little bit longer. They are the signs that it's like, hey, it's time to take some break. There's doubt starting to creep in. So there are some early warning signs that you can look out for. And one of these is about low motivation. When you get out of bed and you're just sort of struggling to ride your bike, hey, that's time to take a break. Or you start your ride, half an hour in and you can't really ride with any purpose. That's another warning sign. You need to turn back home and take a break. Remember, taking a break is going to benefit your cycling massively. Relating to my last point, your fitness ain't going to fall off a cliff in a matter of days by having a few days off the bike. Taking a few breaks here and there is important. And the thing is, family, work, things pop up. So when they do, take a break from the bike. And you need to remember, by taking, one step back when things get too intense, taking that rest will enable you to take 2 steps forward on the bike. There's one thing for certain, life is going to get in the way. And you need to remember, the bike is always going to be there. You're going to have family, you're going to have work, you're going to have things that pop up. And it's okay, you just got to remember, hey, the bike is just going to be there in the shed and I know I can get to it anytime. Whatever those wins are, little or big, take time to enjoy it. We as cyclists, we get caught up thinking about the next milestone, the next sportive, and we forget about where we've come from. So whether that win is about being able to eat and drink on the bike, or completing your first 100K ride, or being able to ride like 4 sessions within a week, enjoy that, celebrate that. Life is too short. And you need to remember that yesterday's self could only dream of what you've achieved today. So there you have it, 9 bits of advice for new cyclists. Have you made any of these mistakes, or do you have any tips and tricks that you'd like to share? It'd be great to hear from you in the comments below.